A Tale of Survival, The Abduction of Zanele Ndlovu. On a chilly June evening in 2014, the quiet town of Empangeni in South Africa was forever changed when Zanele Ndlovu, a vibrant 23-year-old law student with big dreams, vanished without a trace. Known for her infectious smile and determination to become a lawyer, Zanele's disappearance left her close-knit community in shock. The last time anyone saw her, she was leaving a local cafe after a study session, her laughter lingering in the air. But that night, she never made it home. Her family immediately sensed something was wrong and reported her missing, sparking a frantic search. Flyers were posted, local radio stations aired police information, and the community rallied together, refusing to give up hope. Days turned into weeks, and as hope began to wane, details of Zanele's life came to light. She was described as a bright and independent young woman with no known enemies, making her sudden disappearance even more perplexing. As police investigations deepened, they uncovered a disturbing lead. Witnesses reported seeing Zanele talking to a man in a dark car on the night she vanished. This man was later identified as Thabo Mnguni, a known criminal with ties to human trafficking rings. The revelation sent shockwaves through Empangeni, and the focus shifted to finding Thabo and his associates. Authorities raided known hideouts and tracked down every lead, but Zanele remained missing, her family's anguish growing with each passing day. Public pressure mounted, and social media erupted campaigns demanding answers. The case gripped the nation with every new development making headlines. After nearly 2 months of relentless searching, a critical tip-off led the police to an abandoned farmhouse on the outskirts of Durban. Inside, they found Zanele, bruised, malnourished, but alive. Her captors, caught off guard by the sudden raid, fled the scene, setting off a dramatic chase. Despite her weakened state, Zanele seized her chance to escape. She ran through the dense, dark terrain, fueled by adrenaline and fierce will to survive. Gunshots echoed behind her, but she kept going, her heart pounding in her chest. She finally reached the main road and flagged down a passing car, collapsing into the arms of her rescuers. It was a moment of triumph, but also the beginning of a new chapter in her ordeal. Zanele's rescue was nothing short of miraculous, but her story didn't end there. In the days that followed, she bravely recounted the chilling details of her captivity. She had been held in a small, windowless room, blindfolded and bound. Her captors used her as leverage, demanding ransom from her family in a cruel game of extortion. Zanele described the fear that gripped her daily, the constant threat of violence, the isolation, and the psychological torment. Yet, through it all, she never lost hope. She studied her captors, memorized their routines, and waited for the perfect moment to make her escape. The details of her captivity were harrowing. She spoke of the rough ropes that cut into her wrists, the oppressive darkness, and the still air filled with the stench of mold. Every sound was magnified in the silence, each footstep outside her door sending waves of terror through her. The farmhouse was dilapidated, with broken windows and walls stained by neglect. Zanele's description painted a vivid picture of despair, yet she remained determined to survive. The climax of her story came with a dramatic chase that unfolded after her escape. Thabo and his accomplices, desperate to evade capture, led police on a wild pursuit through the narrow streets of Durban. Their vehicle crashed through barricades, creating scenes of chaos as they tried to slip away. The chase ended in a tense standoff, with Thabo and his gang finally apprehended, bringing a sense of relief to a nation that had been holding its breath. Witnesses to the abduction described Thabo's chilling calmness on the night Zanele disappeared. One cafe worker recalled, "He seemed so normal, like someone she knew. None of us expected a thing." Expert commentary highlighted the complexities of human trafficking cases, noting how captors often manipulate and control their victims psychologically. Dr. Miriam Langa, a psychologist specializing in trauma recovery, praised Zanele's resilience, stating, "Survivors like Zanele show incredible strength. Her ability to stay alert and seize the moment speaks volumes about her courage." Zanele's story struck a chord across South Africa, sparking a wave of activism and calls for action against human trafficking. Her bravery became a symbol of hope and resilience, inspiring others to speak out and demand justice. Public feedback was overwhelming. Support poured in from all corners of the country, and authorities vowed to improve their response to such crimes. Adjustments were made to law enforcement protocols with a renewed focus on victims' support and safety. As Zanele began to rebuild her life, she became an advocate for other victims, using her voice to raise awareness and the fight for change. Her journey is a testament to the power of the human spirit and a reminder that even in the darkest moments, hope and courage can prevail. Zanele Ndlovu's story is not just one of the survival, but a triumph against all odds, a beacon of light in the fight against the darkness of human trafficking.